Hello, happy Monday, everybody. Just wanted to go over some things from last week. Our do now for today is to determine if 10 is a possible solution. I would plug 10 in for x. So 2 times 10 plus 13 is less than or equal to 34. Order of operation does matter, so I'm going to multiply first. 2 times 10 is 20 plus 13 is less than or equal to 34. 20 plus 13 is 33. 33 is less than or equal to 34. This is true. So 10 is a possible solution. There are plenty of other possible solutions as well. Anything less than 34 and including 34 would work. Today we're going to talk about graphing inequalities. A graph of inequality shows all solutions on a number line. The open circle is used when a number is not a solution, like greater than or less than. The closed circle is used when a number is a solution, like greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. I would like you to write this down in your notebooks just so you have this when you're completing your assignments. Steps to graph an inequality. Number 1, draw a number line. So you're going to place the number given on the number line. Place a number one higher and one lower on each side. You can place more numbers if you like. Number 2, circles, open versus closed. The open circle means it does not include, and the closed circle means it does include. Step number 3, draw an arrow in the direction that makes your inequality true. All the numbers you shade make your inequality true, so pick any number to check if it is a solution. Example number 1. I kept the steps to graph an inequality right beside us, so we have it when we're graphing our first example. So x is greater than 5. My first step is to draw a number line. It says place the number given on the number line. So here's the number given. So I'm going to place a 5 on the number line. Place a number one higher and one lower. It doesn't have to be exactly 1. It could be 2 higher and 2 lower, 3 higher, 3 lower, etc. Or you can even add more numbers if you like. Step number 2, open versus closed circle. My inequality is a greater than symbol, so that means I'm going to have an open circle at the 5. That means it does not include 5 as its answer. Number 3, draw an arrow in the direction that makes your inequality true. I would shade it or draw an arrow to the right, because if I would plug in 6, that would make my inequality true. Does it mean just 6 is my only possible solution? No. I have the arrows, meaning that it continues on, and there's an infinite amount of solutions. It will keep on going on and on. Example number 2. X is less than or equal to 7. Okay, I'm going to draw a number line because it's step number 1. I'm going to plug in 7 in the center, 1 higher, 1 lower. Next, to see if I'm going to do an open or closed circle. My inequality is less than or equal to, and that means I'm going to do a closed circle because the number 7 is included in my solution. Draw an arrow in the direction that makes your inequality true. If I would plug in a 6 here, is 6 less than or equal to 7? Yes, so then I would shade towards the 6. Does it mean my only possible solution is 6? No. I have possible solutions to be 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and so on into the negatives. Just because I only wrote those numbers on my number line does not mean those are my only solutions. All right, I have 2 you tries here. You can pause the video and you can try on your own and then play the video to see if your answers are correct. The first thing I'm going to do is my number line's already written out for me, so I'm going to write a 4, 1 higher, 1 lower. It is going to be an open circle, because my answer does not include 4. And I'm going to shade to the left. And I know that because if I plug in 3 into my equation, my inequality, it is true. For the next one, I have 7. I'm going to plug in 1, 8. 1 higher is 8, 1 lower is 6. It's going to be a closed circle. That's 7. Because f is less than or equal to 7. That means I'm including 7 in my solution. So I can write that here. 7 is less than or equal to 7, which is true. That's why you had a closed circle. And I'm going to shade to my left because if I plug in 6 for f, 6 is less than or greater than 7. When you check your answers to see if you shaded correctly, if your answer is not true, doesn't make your inequality true, then you shaded in the incorrect direction. I have 2 more you tries for you, so you can pause the video again and then play when you're ready to see your answers. Gonna write 0 and 1 higher is 1, 1 lower is -1. It's going to be an open circle because it is greater than, it does not include 0. And I'm going to shade to my right. So if I plug in 1 for n, makes my statement true. This next one looks a little different. You can see that our variable is on the right side, not on the left side like you've been normally seeing it. Right, -3 in the center, -4 to the right, and -4 to the left, and -2 to the right. This is a less than or equal to, so I'm going to shade it in because it's including -3. -3 is less than or equal to p. I'm going to shade to the right. If I plug in -2, it would make my statement correct because -3 is less than or equal to -2. I can also plug in -3. Is -3 less than or equal to -3? Yes. If you looked up above, you can see that the arrows are all pointing, if your variable is on the left, and your arrows are all pointing in the direction that you would be shading. If your variable is on the right, you shade in the opposite direction that your arrow is pointing. That's a little hint that you can have. If you have any questions on your work, you may email me or send me a private message like you have been doing. Keep up the great work, and I will see you later.